All praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Makar. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. It's better to show that you're an Israelite by the things that you do, rather than by wearing fringes and being circumcised in the flesh. This is what this lesson is gonna be about. It's better to show you're an Israelite through things that you do in the law, outside of, and through the way you are, outside of wearing fringes and being circumcised. And the reason I'm saying that is because there's people out there that think because they're circumcised or that they wear fringes, that means that they're more of an Israelite than an Israelite that doesn't do these things, but keeps Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's word. All right, and I'm going to show that you're not supposed to do that with Romans, the 2nd chapter. This is Romans chapter 2 and verse 25. For circumcision verily profiteth, if thou keep the law. But if thou be a breaker of the law, thy circumcision is made uncircumcision. So if you have been circumcised, but you break the law, then really, you're uncircumcised. Now, you're not uncircumcised in your flesh again, because you can't uncircumcise your flesh once it's been circumcised. But you are uncircumcised in your heart, which the scriptures talks about that, being circumcised in the heart and taking off the foreskin of your heart. Verse 26, therefore if the uncircumcision keep the righteousness of the law, shall not his uncircumcision be counted for circumcision? So if a uncircumcised person is keeping the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, then really he's uncircumcised. Now he's not uncircumcised in his flesh, but he's uncircumcised in his heart. Alright? Because he's doing the things that are righteous according to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 27, and shall not uncircumcision, which is by nature, if it fulfill the law, judge thee, who by the letter and circumcision doth transgress the law. Exactly, because it's of a natural thing to be uncircumcised, right? You have to actually do something physical to be uncircumcised. So like it's of nature to be circumcised, but you have to actually do something according to the scriptures. I mean, you have to actually do a work to not be circumcised anymore. To not be uncircumcised anymore, rather. You have to actually do things. Verse 27, and shall not the uncircumcision which is by nature, if it fulfill the law, judge thee, who by the letter, meaning because of the law, and circumcision doth transgress the law. So if a person's uncircumcised but doing everything else Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai wants him to do, he's doing better than you that's circumcised and wearing fringes, but not doing the things that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai wants him to do. And I'm not pointing any fingers at anyone with this. I'm just pointing out what the scriptures say. That it's better to be like that. Verse 28, for he is a Jew, for he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly, neither is that circumcision which is outward in the flesh. But he is a Jew which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart, in the spirit, and not in the letter, whose praise is not of men, but of God. Right? Because men can praise you. Oh yeah, you got circumcised, brother. Oh yeah, nice fringes, brother. I like those fringes. But Yahweh don't care about that if you're not circumcised in your heart. He'd rather you been circumcised in your heart than circumcised in your flesh. He'd rather you have a spiritual garment on than a earthly carnal garment. Alright? And I'll end the lesson there. Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. Shalom.